made it through my first video and you came back to watch another one. I'm so excited. We're best friends now. You know what? All right, so today we're gonna do apples. I'm gonna do my caramel apples and I'll just show you the process on how I do that. So I've rinsed off these apples and dried them, and then I've got some ice water here. I'm gonna put some lemon juice in, and that's just gonna keep them from turning brown as I'm slicing them up. It is not apple season, so when it's not apple season, I use the Nature's Promise organic Granny Smith apples. I always use Granny Smith on like all of my apples that I do, just because I personally like that little tart to it, especially with the caramel, because you get that tart from the Granny Smith and then the sweetness from the caramel just pairs perfectly together. Alright, so that's what we're using today. Nature's Promise organic Granny Smith apples. I got these at Food Lion. And I gotta show you my really cool apple peeler here. I love this thing. It's so old fashioned, but that's just how it rolls. Alright, so I'm gonna throw me some lemon juice in this water. I put ice in there just because I find that the colder the water also helps keep them from turning brown. I don't know how true that is, it just works for me. Alright, so here's my handy dandy little apple peeler thing. And it like suctions down to the table, so take this thing and just pop it down, then it will suction for me. Maybe a little water under it. There we go. So now it's going to hold tight for me. And here we go. And voila! And this right here is when I get home. This is the best day ever for my goats. I'm going to have to video that and show you too. They absolutely love the apple peels. And it's like watching them out there eating spaghetti, like apple spaghetti. Because they're running around with these apple peelings just hanging out of their mouth, just tickled to death. Pops right back. And here we go again. I don't know if there's a better way for me to slice these, but this just kind of works for me, so I'm stuck with it. If you're a jelly maker, which I have done in the past, you can also use these and make apple scrap jelly. Which I've done it and it works, it's really good. But my goats are just really entertaining to watch. So I'd rather watch them run around with the apples than to make the jelly. As you can tell, I try not to waste anything. Like, literally, there's something will eat it. One of the animals will eat it, or you can make something with it. Oh, what I'm doing here is just, when I pull it off the thing, I'll slice it in half. It's already cored for me. This little thing cores it and cuts it into the little pieces. So I've got all these little slices of apples. Perfect little slice. Alright guys, so that's all I do right here. I'm just gonna get all these apples sliced up and into the ice water, and then I'll get my trays and we'll tray them up together. Alright, so I've got all the apples sliced up and they're still in my super cold ice water. And what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to tray them up. So I just lay them out flat and even. Now if I was doing something like I do a cinnamon apple also, where I take these same apples, same process, but I just take them and drain them out of the water and put them in a bowl and put my cinnamon sugar mixture over top and shake them around in that cinnamon and sugar. That's so good. And when I do those, I can stack. Like I can do a layer of apples, another layer of the baking sheet, and then another layer of apples. So I can stack them and get more on a tray. These, I'm going to be putting caramel on top, so I just want to do one layer of apples, because that caramel is going to puff up and get a little bit of crunchy sweetness to it when you freeze dry it. And just like I do my strawberries, all the fruit and everything, I always freeze it first. So I get it good and frozen before ever putting it into the machine, because it saves me on machine time, so why not? So I did my first farmer's market. Well, not my first farmer's market, but my first like large farmer's market over the weekend. That was fun. I absolutely love it. I love being around all the farmers and everything, and getting to know some new people outside of my little hometown. So if I happen to see you in Greensboro last weekend, hey guys, I'm so glad you come to my channel. Almost got it. There we go. I got one down and 6 more to go. And I'm gonna put these in the freezer, and then we'll come back and we'll put some caramel on top of them tomorrow. Hey friends, welcome to my homestead. So I brought the apples home and we're gonna give them to my goats. It's like my favorite thing to do. So this is my little homestead. Oh look, let's see if I can get it to turn. There we go. There's my girls, my honeybees. I gotta get their winter board up. But those are my girls. Those are a few of my hives. I have some more in the backyard. I got elderberry bushes. I got chaos is what I've got, but I love it. This is a flower bed over here with an elderberry bush and thornless blackberries everywhere. I love it. All right, let's go back here. See if I can get my babies. There's my other babies. These are my Scooter and Dixie. Hi, babies. Junebug. Come here, Junebug. Come on, Junebug. Spot. Where you at, babies? Here they come. There's my babies. Hey, Miss Maybelle. Hey, Spot Boy. Hey, handsome. Looky here what I got you. I got you some spaghetti. Apple spaghetti. They love it. Oh, look, Maybelle. You're a little hung, Maybelle. We got... Didn't need some help. Just eat it off. There you go. Hey, big boy. There's my Spot Boy. What you doing? And that is spaghetti apples. Okay, I'm back. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start the machine. I'm just going to double check and see what I got it on, because I do like to run candy sometimes, so make sure that my settings are right. Dry temperature 125. Extra dry time, I'm going to go ahead and leave it at 24 hours. I usually start at 12, but I always wind up bumping fruits up to 24 hours anyway. So I'm just going to leave it there at 24. We're going to save and start. There we go. It is cooled in the vacuum chamber, getting ready to start. Hey guys. Okay, I'm back. So the apples have been freezing since yesterday. They should be good and frozen for us. I'm gonna go get them out of the freezer, and then we're gonna start topping them with the caramel sauce. This is super simple. I love it. Stackers off. Okay, so this is so easy. I love using the Ghirardelli caramel sauce because it already comes in this little squirt bottle, and it puffs up really good in the freeze dryer. It just tastes good too. Here we go. I'm going to drizzle a little bit of this caramel on there. I always regret it later, but I always put too much caramel. Just because, I mean, you want that caramel flavor on your apple. It doesn't make them the prettiest for packaging, but you get that flavor. And that's the main part, is the flavor. I'm more about what it tastes like. I mean, pretty is also a good thing, but if it tastes good, that's where it's at right there. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and stick this one in the machine. I'm gonna go ahead and make this one real quick. I want to do this one because I actually ran out of apples to fill all the trays. So I had some kiwis there, now you can see it. So I want to top the kiwis with some of the cream that was left from the strawberries. Because kiwis, when you freeze dry them, are super sour. They're like, I mean, if you like sour, you'll like them. It's like a tart candy. So I thought that it might taste good if I put some of that cream on there to kind of counteract that sour, and you get like sweet and sour. So we'll try and see. Okay, gotta do caramel drizzle on that. Let me grab my cream. Okay, like I said, this is just the cream cheese icing that I use on the strawberries. So we're just gonna try it. In my head, I think it's gonna taste good, but we'll have to wait and see. It looks cute. Alright, there we go, guys. Look, kiwis and cream, sweet and sour. So, just crunch fingers, they taste good. I need to experiment and see if there's anything I can like sprinkle on top to add some flavor to them or anything. If you got any recommendations, comment. I'll try it. Alright, bye guys. Hey guys! Okay, so we're back. I'm going to drop the time on the machine. They have been running for about 43 hours right now. So I'm just gonna go over there, drop the time so that way it'll shut off, and we're gonna check out them caramel apples and see what they look like. Open our valve. Check them out. So that caramel that I drizzled on there, you can see that it puffed up on them apples. So what it does, there's a big old puff right there. What it does, that Granny Smith apple, it's got that tartness to it, and then you add the caramel, that little bit of sweetness. So good. I also want to look at the kiwis because that's something new. I've done kiwis before and I know they're sour, like a sour candy, so I'll put some cream on them. So let's try it. Okay, so I've got the kiwis here and I really, really want to try one. I like to usually wait till it cools down, but let's do it. Ooh, I like that. I really like that. That's kind of like, I don't know. It's got a little tropical taste to it. I guess because of the kiwi. And then you throw that cream on there. This is like a... It reminds me, I know I want to say a key lime pie. It reminds me of a key lime pie, but this is not a key lime, it's a kiwi. So... that is so what it reminds me of. It tastes like a key lime pie. Oh, that's awesome. I love it. All right, bye guys.